The divine bliss, which is the source of all happiness, is related to its knowledge that was revealed in its original form by the supreme divine power, Krishna, during his miraculous appearance in this world. That was the Gita, the origin of all the spiritual isms and the knowledge of all the knowledges, which has now been further simplified by His Divinity Swami Prakashanand Saraswati, the foremost disciple of Jagadguru Shri Kripalu Maharaj, who is the supreme divine descension of this age. The Gita is not only a philosophy, it is a promise of God.
Bhaktya tvananyaya shakya ahamevam vidhurjuna Gyatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtun cha parantapa.
It tells to merge all the spiritual formalities into the exclusiveness of loving devotion to the supreme form of God, and you will receive His vision.
Dhiyam sada paribhavaknamabhishtadoham tirthaspadam shiva virinchinitam saranyam Bhrityartiham pranatapalabhavadhiputam Vande Mahapurushate Charanarvindam Namaha Kamalanambhaya Namaha Kamalamalini Namaha Kamalapandaya Namaste Kamale Kshanam. The Divine Souls. Up till now we learned the detailed meaning of the verse where Krishna emphasizes the importance of the knowledge he is just going to reveal in this verse, Manmana Bhava. After showing the importance, the intimacy, the greatness, the absoluteness of something that he is going to tell, Krishna says, Manmana Bhava. What is the easiest, quickest, fastest, sure path of God realization? Just in one word you can say Prema Bhakti. Divine love consciousness. In one word, divine love consciousness. That's the only path. Krishna has said already, Sarva Guhyatamam. Suppose, for instance, some intellectual just hearing my speech and Sarva Guhyatamam and comes to this point that Krishna says, oh, just divine love consciousness is the path of God realization, sure path. He thinks, oh, it's not great. People do this kind of thing. Is he qualified to listen to Gita? Absolutely not. He is transgressing Krishna. Krishna is promising the Supreme Personality of God in person came on this earth planet and gives a solemn promise, explains. An intellectual, a brainless person, oh, I don't think. What is your intellect? So little, so limited, so fickle, so fluctuating. Yet you trust your intellect? You see, even the most genius of this world nowadays don't know about the universe. What is the mystery? So what I mean to say, your intellect is so limited. It had deceived you billions of times. You don't know what your spouse is thinking, in your favor or against you. What your son is planning, how to get money from father. You don't know anything. Don't trust your intellect. When Krishna is saying, means against him, it is a direct transgression. So, Gita is for those. Krishna explained in the very beginning in the words of Arjun, Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapannam. Oh, my dear beloved Krishna, I have some doubt, yet I am your disciple. I will follow whatever you will say. I will trust whatever you will say. So, although he had some doubt, but he was willing to trust Krishna, whatever he said. So, every devotee, every soul has some questions, some doubts, some clarifications he needs. That's okay. You need some clarification. You have some questions. Having question is not bad. But not trusting Krishna, that's transgression, not just bad. So if you cannot trust Krishna, you trust your own brain, then go back, do good and be good. Try to clean your heart. By doing social good, religious good, all those good deeds. For how long? For this lifetime, for next lifetime and next after, without falling and failing. Go and do it. So you have to know one thing. You have to surrender your intellect. That's what Gita tells. Surrendering the intellect. That's it. If you cannot, then, as I said, purify your heart and mind. Until you come to this point that you could surrender your intellect and believe what he has said. So for that reason, in the last 5 verses, the first 2 verses Krishna says, Tameo Sharanam Gaccha Sarabhavin Bharata. He says, go to God. With His grace, you will feel happiness, you will see bliss. But for a devotee who has surrendered his intellect, yet he has some questions, he needs some guidance. Krishna says, that kind of soul is dear to me. So, O Arjuna, I am telling you, through you I am telling all the devotees of the world, this secret path, that out of all the paths of God realization mentioned in various scriptures, Vedas, by other saints, this divine love consciousness is the sure and short and infallible path to God realization. And you see in this age of Kali, because Krishna, as soon as he left this earth planet, Kali Yuga started. So he knew that in the age of Kali, people, their life is short living is complicated, will be complicated, and they will have lots of worries and problems and commitments, all the hassles of life. So, for such a society, show him a sure and quicker path. So he says, this is the path. Divine love consciousness. Or Prema Bhakti, you can say in Sanskrit or Hindi. So, what is divine love consciousness? Then he explains in one half of the verse, one sentence you can say. In half of the verse he says, Manmanabhav Madabhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru. That's it. Simple. Give your mind to me. Give your mind. And serve me, worship me, surrender to me. That's all. Give your mind to me, serve me, worship me, surrender to me. That is divine love consciousness. If you do that thing, then for sure I will protect you. Because you are a devotee. So when I will protect you, no chance of falling. You will stay in me during devotional period, and after devotion you will enter into my abode forever. So the first word is Manmanabhav, for those souls who have faith in Krishna and his sayings. So Krishna reveals the most secret of devotion, the topmost secret. Manmanabhav. Mana, man, mat means me. Man, your mind. Bhav means become. Means keep me in your mind or give your mind to me. Both are same. Give your mind to me or keep me in your mind. Here, me word is very important. Keep me in your mind. So, we can see in the world, there are many who worship God. Do they keep Krishna in their mind? Not all. Some keep and most don't. You see in temple, in church, anywhere you go, you see people coming, praying to God, sometime in tears. Please God, please Krishna, please Ram, help me. I am in distress. So, the tear of distress is coming, not tears of love. Once in my satsang in India, I lectured for 15 days in a town. So a person was coming, he was always in tears. And sitting on the back, people thought, oh, he's a very good devotee, very great devotee. They were getting confused. So one day I asked him that, how do you do, what do you do? He says, Swamiji, I have lost my job. I have no money, I was fired, I don't know what to do, that's why I have come to you. Means he was sitting all the time, not listening to what I was saying, in tears, desiring that I could help him. So people go to saints, to churches, to temples, to many places to do pilgrimage, and they have in their mind, I must get that thing. Means their family protection, self-protection, their self-well-being, family well-being, whatever it is, just desire for that thing. Are they devotees? Krishna says, no, they are not my devotees. they are bargainers. They are devotees of the world, but they come to me in case I might help them. So their mind is not in me. Their body goes to worship. Their body is doing arati. Body is going to pilgrimage. Body is going to temple. Mouth is saying some prayer, but their heart and mind is in their fields of attachment. Totally, purely. So, for such souls, their mind is not in me. So, I don't promise anything. Because then that soul comes in the category of ordinary souls governed by the laws of karma. Whatever soul has done in past life, he will have to suffer or enjoy the consequence of bad and good karmas. So, God has no direct concern with your karmas. God gives His love out of His kindness. If you so desire, if you don't desire His love, you are desiring only worldly happiness, worldly well-being, and asking God to help Him, it's a good deed. This kind of devotion is called a good deed. At least he is doing something. At least he has come to temple, he has come to the place of God. At least he has something, some consideration for God he has. Although he is not in pure God consciousness, but he has some consideration. At least he thinks God is supreme. He can help. At least he thinks that much. So he is much better than those who don't believe in God. There are two kinds of non-believers. Those who totally don't believe in God, and those who believe in God that God might help him. So the second kind is better, much better than those who totally don't believe in God. At least this kind of person has some belief in God, that God might help him. So if such person comes across to a real saint, he might teach him, you are doing puja, arti, recitation of Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, Hanuman Chalisa. You are doing kirtan. Why don't you do it for God realization? So if he comes across to a real saint, he might guide him, and the soul might understand, oh yes, I have to give my mind to Krishna, not keeping mind in worldly affection, worldly entertainment, or worldly commitment. So he is one step higher than a totally materialistic person. Yet, before he surrenders to Krishna, he will be in the material consciousness. So there are two kinds of material consciousness. A pure material consciousness, and you can say subjective material consciousness, or confused material consciousness. So in this situation, because he doesn't have intelligence or knowledge, so if he receives knowledge through any source, through any saint, through any friend, through any scripture, if he receives knowledge, oh, God is supreme, He is bliss, why don't I go to Him? So he becomes a devotee and enters into God consciousness. So Krishna says, yes, he has come to me, he has given his mind to me to some extent. So to that extent, I take care of him. Spiritually, not materially. Krishna says, spiritually I take care of him. To that extent, he has given his mind to me. But again, whatever is his physical destiny, he has to undergo. So, what about physical destiny? Yes, whatever it is. There is a little difference. Say, for instance, you are destined to have a loss of $1 million. or you are going to have a big accident with 10-15 fractures in your body. Suppose it is destined. And you have come into God consciousness, not asking God for any material help, just trying to love God, to receive His grace and love. So for such a devotee, there is some consideration. Means the effect of your surrendering to God affects your bad destiny, and that is reduced, not eliminated, reduced. From 10 fractures you might have 5 fractures, or 1 fracture, or no fracture, but accident cannot be eliminated. That will happen. The loss, monetary loss will happen, maybe from 1 million to 500,000, or few thousands for a very great devotee, but the loss will occur. So destiny will come, bad destiny will be reduced, and good destiny. What is good destiny? There are 2 kinds of good destiny. Because we have 2 kinds of good karmas. Good social karmas and good devotional karmas. So social good and devotional you can say. So for a social good karma you receive in the next lifetime social and physical happiness. Means you have good friends, good family, good money, that's all. So they are the outcome of your past good deeds and of your past devotional activities. You receive the feeling for God, feeling for God realization. There are 2 kinds of good. So whatever is social good, that remains as it is. Means whatever you have to receive according to your past good karmas, they are not increased. Why? Because if they are increased, then you might be more worldly. You see, a person living in scarcity quite often thinks of God. A person living in abundance never thinks of God. A general rule. So worldly things are not given more as good destiny. They are remain the same. But bad destinies, bad worldly destinies, they are reduced. Outcome of past social good, they remain the same. Because it's the grace of God not to give you more. If you want to spoil your child, give him all the money. A child who gets lots of money when he is schooling, he may get spoiled very easily, very quickly. So God cares His devotees, so He does not give more. But His good destiny, real good destiny, devotional destiny, that is increased. Past devotions come in this lifetime as your feelings for Krishna. Feelings, loving feelings, tender feelings, emotional feelings, feelings of surrender. That is also outcome of your past devotional actions. So that is increased. So devotional feelings are increased and worldly bad destinies are decreased, and worldly good destiny, they remain as they are. So it's a big help. I mean, you receive less physical pain or mental pain. You remain the same as you got from past lifetime socially, and your devotional good destiny is elevated by Krishna. So Krishna says, I take care of my devotee in such a manner. And as he increases his surrender, his dedication, I take care of him more and more, but in the same style, in the same manner. So in this way, the person who was in material consciousness now has come into divine love consciousness. So from pure material consciousness, one has to rise into better material consciousness, at least God-fearing. And from better material consciousness, he has to enter into God consciousness, and then from God consciousness into divine love consciousness. So Krishna says, once you enter into divine love consciousness, I take care of you according to your surrender. So the rest of it in the next speech. Thinking of Krishna, that he cares you so much, feeling his grace and his kindness, we'll chant the name. गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल